Welcome to the Den, the Dark Entertainment Network. I'm the Gothic Rose, and you can find me live on TikTok every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And be sure to catch up on Spotify, YouTube, and Amazon Music, and the new Welcome to the Den blog on WordPress. If you have a terrifying tale you'd like to share, please email me at welcometothedenpodcast@gmail.com. And now let's get to the celebrity in 3. Hollywood has been decimated. Los Angeles, this is probably one of the worst natural disasters we've seen since the Maui fires. And so many, just like in Maui, hardworking Americans have lost their homes and their businesses. But of course, leave it to celebrities to be so tone deaf that they make it all about themselves. Oh, yes, in the land of Hollywood, the actors wanted directors to tell them exactly what to do to get out of these wildfires, and they are not happy with leadership. Now, I'm not saying they shouldn't be, and I don't begrudge them, of course, the grief of losing their homes, but some of them have many other homes, and some of them don't. But many of them have said so many things that the rest of us can't relate to. So you tell me what you think in the comments of all of these celebrities and their statements. All right. We're going to start with Brody Jenner, and that is son of Caitlyn Jenner, the trans woman that hates trans people. And he says, New Scum and Bass need to go. And Valentin Chimirovsky, I think that's a Dancing with the Stars guy. 5th largest economy on the planet. Firefighters didn't have enough water pressure to do their jobs. Are you joking me? The taxes we pay for third world infrastructure is unbelievable. Come on. Well, maybe if some of your neighbors didn't overuse the amount of water to keep their lawns emerald sparkling green, you wouldn't have these problems. Now, Sarah Foster says, we pay the highest taxes in California. Our fire hydrants were empty. Our fire department budget was cut by our mayor. But thank God drug addicts are getting their drug kits. At Mayor of LA, at Gavin Newsom, resign. Your far left policies have ruined our state and also our party. And Jillian Michaels on X says, leadership in California is beyond negligent. This is completely unacceptable. And James Woods on X says, this fire is not from, quote, climate change, you ignorant a-holes. It's because liberal idiots like you elect liberal idiots like Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass. One doesn't understand the first thing about fire management, and the others can't fill the water reservoirs. Okay, James Woods, who climate denier your house, I'm sorry it burned down, but climate change did have something to do with this. Not everything, I'll get to that in a moment, but some of these statements. And of course, from Sarah Michelle Gellar, City of LA, if you want everyone to evacuate, yet you have a complete gridlock and not one traffic cop on the roads helping. So Sarah Michelle Gellar wanted direction. The actress wanted direction on how to get out of this fire. I mean, when someone tells you to evacuate, take what you can and go. Don't wait. And gridlock is going to happen because everyone is trying to get out, and there's going to be accidents. And when the fire gets too close, people are just going to abandon their cars like they did, and they're going to run. I think that this just shows so much of Hollywood and the bubble that they live in, that they don't realize that not everything can be fixed with leadership. Now, we've all seen the video of Paris Hilton putting her dogs in the car, and she took her family And she writes, heartbroken beyond words, sitting with my family watching the news and seeing our home in Malibu burn to the ground on live TV is something no one should ever have to experience. This home is where we built so many precious memories. It's where Phoenix took his first steps and where we dreamed of building a lifetime of memories with London. Now, she does go on to say, to the brave firefighters and first responders risking their lives to protect us, you are true heroes. I am so grateful for your courage, dedication, and the incredible sacrifices that you are making to save lives and fight this unimaginable battle. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. She ends with sending so much love and strength to all of you. We're in this together, LA. Hug your loved ones a little tighter tonight. You never know when everything could change. So she's a little more down to earth with her statement, but someone did point out that she's watching one home burn from another home. And yes, I get that, but I don't think her statement was as out of touch as some of the other ones. Now, I do want to explain one thing about the area of Pacific Palisades. Oh, before I do that, let's talk about Jamie Lee Curtis for a second, who she did donate $1 million to relief efforts, but she also compared the devastating wildfires in her area of Pacific Palisades to war-torn Gaza, and she's getting some severe backlash for that. Now, the Pacific Palisades, just overall, is prone to wildfires due to its dry vegetation, but you cannot compare this to what is happening in the humanitarian crisis that has been ongoing in Gaza because of war. So she did say that, and I want to know what all of you out there think of this, but I just want to talk about the vegetation in Pacific Palisades. So it's a mixture of native chaparral and coastal sage scrub. Now, these are highly adapted to the region's dry climate, and these plants have evolved to survive with minimal water and are often drought tolerant. However, this same vegetation can become highly flammable during periods of prolonged drought and strong winds, such as the Santa Ana winds that frequently affect Southern California. The dry, dense vegetation acts as fuel for the wildfires, making the area particularly susceptible to fire outbreaks. The combination of steep terrain, limited access roads, and high winds can make firefighting efforts challenging and increase the risk of rapid fire spread. Given these conditions, it's crucial for residents and authorities to take proactive measures to mitigate fire risks, such as creating defensible space around properties, implementing controlled burns, and adhering to fire safety guidelines. But we have had some arson go on here. So I don't think that any leadership in general can be, torn apart for this unimaginable, devastating tragedy. But I do believe that some of the leadership could have been a little bit better to help people at these times. But I think that some of these celebrities really did just miss the mark with their out of touch statements. Let me know who and what you think in the comments. Thank you for joining me in the den on this Celebrity in 3.